What's going on YouTube? It's your main man, Boys for Life, coming at you with another video. Okay, I was waiting for the sun to come up to do this crow so I can have better lighting, but I wake up, I did my little 40-second crow last night. I was kind of drunk, so that's why it was so short. But wow. I didn't even know there are people on that crow that I didn't even know I had following me. Just wow. I mean, you have cockroaches coming out of everywhere. Ghost of Judah I didn't even know this fool had even subscribed to me, and this guy was all over my shit. I mean, Eagle fans are coming out the woodwork for this game. I mean, holy shit, this shit cracks me up. Like Dak Prescott said, man, earlier in the week, winners think about winning and losers think about winners. And, well, with the Cowboys being winners and all, we are 3-1 now, while the Eagles are 2-2. Eagle fans are coming to troll my shit. This is supposed to be a crow video, and it's going to be just that. JP, great win. Noah, 44, great win. It was a hard-fought battle. I mean, guys that understand football know what happened in this game. It was a hard-fought defensive battle. Not a lot of scoring was going on. Saints had 4 field goals. Cowboys had a field goal and a touchdown. This game was just, aside from the stupid penalties on both sides that the refs were calling, this was a great game to watch. If you're a defensive guy like I am, this is a great fucking game. I'm pissed that we lost, yes, but you don't come away with a game like this when you lose and be like, fuck, we got our asses beat, like, we suck. No. I see in the comments section of my last crow, Eagle fans talking about how we got exposed and all this other shit. You do realize that the Saints have 4 first-round picks on that front line. You do realize that Teddy Bridgewater is a mobile quarterback and a proven NFL starter, and we got 5 sacks on him. You do realize that. People who don't know what the fuck they're talking about how we got exposed. This New Orleans Saints playing in New Orleans after what we did to them last year in Dallas. Drew Brees there or not. This team is defense. Even last year was a defensive game. When we play the Saints, it's a defensive fucking game. And my beard is all uneven because of how I slept. But anyway, this is a defensive fucking game. People that don't understand football or don't know what the fuck they're talking about, this was a defensive fucking game, like I've been saying. Last year, what was it, 13 to 10? That was a defensive game, and just like this year, it was a defensive fucking game. And we all know that wasn't a fucking fumble. Ezekiel Elliott's elbow on the fucking ground, and they want to sit there and say, oh, it was still a fumble? I mean, I heard or read somewhere that when this officiating crew, and I'm not making excuses, I just take it for what it's worth, but when this officiating crew officiates the Saints while the Saints are at home, the Saints prior to this game are 12-1. 12-1. Now they're 13-1. Like I said, take it for what it's worth. To me, there are a lot of ticky-tack bullshit penalties on the Cowboys side, but that was on both sides too. There was like, you kind of gotta let these guys play a little bit. But I knew that it was kind of game over when I saw Jason Witten fumble. Jason Witten doesn't fumble. He just doesn't. And when shit's going wrong, shit's going wrong. And when Jason Witten fumbled, it was like, okay. To me, that's when I was like, okay, we're going to lose this game. I already know it. And I even said it at halftime. Witten fumbling, I was on, I think, Cowboy Fans 1980s live stream at halftime. I was like, dude, we're playing like shit. Witten fumbled, like, game. That's game right there. Like, to me, that was game. That set up a field goal. And I think the Ezekiel Elliott towards the end of the half set up a field goal. I mean, you take 2 of those field goals away that shouldn't have been field goals, and we win the game. It's another hard-fought defensive battle. And for Eagle fans, this is the thing. I got on YouTube this morning, and I saw a whole bunch of videos on the Cowboys losing from Eagle fans, talking about how we got exposed and this, that, and the third. It was a defensive game. You have Marshawn Lattimore, who's one of the top cornerbacks in the league, even though he has given up over 350 yards of receiving yards, giving them up. The Saints have like I said earlier, 4 first-round draft picks on the defensive line. I mean, this linebacking core is no joke. I mean, when you're not biting on play action, that hinders what you can do. And holding Ezekiel Elliott to 35 yards, I mean, what exposury, if that's even a word, happened last night? What? We're both two physical fucking teams that had a physical fucking game. I guarantee you, if Bridgewater would have played the Eagles, it would have been a hell of a lot worse. And don't say it wouldn't have been. A hell of a lot worse. A hell of a lot worse. We had 5 fucking sacks on Bridgewater. First real game. This is what I'm talking about. You have, the Eagles think they've played anybody. The Eagles would have lost to Green Bay if Davante Adams didn't go out. That's truth. But no, they don't want to talk about that. See, I'm one that looks at everything in a game and talk about everything and what happened here and this happened, why, blah, blah, blah. We want, it's just amazing to me. You know what? But I'm going to let these motherfuckers talk. They want to say what they want to say. The Cowboys and the Saints had a great, amazing game. It was a heart attack on both sides. I talked to JP this morning. He had his live stream. I told him I was going to come out with another crow just because, I was drunk last night. So my 30-second crow doesn't hold much weight. Last year, like he said, he didn't even show his face in his crow. He had to do another one. I was just drunk. I was going to come out with another one. You have clowns like Brunson and other guys saying that I'm not man enough to crow up after a loss, and I'm over here like, really? But, it is what it is. It's whatever. I'm going to crow up when I'm going to crow up. I crowed up last night just to get out of the way, just to show my face. But I'm a man of my word, and I do what I do. I'm always going to crow up and do a good crow video like I have always done. And normally you get two days at max to put up a crow after a loss. Shit. So last night I just wanted to show my face, but this was a hard-fought game between 2 fucking top teams. This is, if one thing the Saints can take away from this is that you don't need Drew Brees to dictate your whole season. The Saints have a great team all around. The Cowboys have a great team all around. And for Eagle fans to sit there and say we got exposed, no. We had a hard-fought defensive game. It's not like where your secondary is trash and gives up 400-plus yards to Aaron Rodgers, and y'all barely squeak with the victory because Aaron Rodgers' offense is garbage. Their offense is garbage. And with Davante Adams having turf toe and being out for a significant amount of time, and that defense, which y'all did expose that defense, and that lack of run game that they have, this is going to be a cakewalk for us. It's going to be good. We're going to bounce back. It's going to be a good game next week. We're going to take this L. We're going to hold this L this week, and it is what it is. That's all I got to say. I'm out. Peace.